I've got lots of plants, all at different stages at the moment. Just sieving a bit of compost, ready for as next sowings. But we've got quite a few things on way now, for so early in the year. But now it is officially spring. So we're hoping to see those temperatures go up just a little bit. But we've set up quite a lot of containers, and over the last couple of days I've set up a couple more. And it's because we want to be able to harvest things while growing something else on at the same time. So that when one container is exhausted, we've already got another that's established, and we just keep doing that all the way through the year. That way you never run out. And we're not buying anything from the supermarket. I'll show you what they look like just a couple of days later. So this is where we're at so far. As you can see, quite a few containers on go already for early spring. As onions are once again getting ready to be moved on, we have done some. We've got that tiny container with rhubarb in, and it's holding its own. Next to that, a couple of tiny brassicas. And then we've got these containers that we get from Poundland. So in that one we've got that spinach, which has now got a little bit bigger, got some nice leaves on there. And we could start taking little baby spinach leaves from there if we wanted. And that's as container onions that we recently did. Again, they're looking perfectly alright. They'll stay in there until they reach a size where we want to harvest them. But that won't be for quite a long time yet. And that's that container of cut and come again lettuce that we did. And you can see that that's come on even more now. Again, at that point where you could cut a few of these leaves off, the bigger ones, and then the ones in the centre will grow that little bit quicker. And you can just keep doing that. And I would say at about that size would be the size to take some. Just for a little side salad with your food. And we've got 2 or 3 different types in there. And that's a nice looking one. But since then, I made another one. So you can see that as we harvest one, the next one is going to be growing on ready. And then we've got that container of spring onions. Some of these don't look too good, but we've still got plenty in here that do. So we're just waiting for those to grow. I've also done another container of mixed salad, but in one of those little wash bowls. And everything seems to be holding its own. And that's that latest potting on of sweet bell peppers that we did. And the one that we did before that, and you can see these have all got true leaves now as well, which is great news. But these are the ones that we've been keeping indoors. We started them off on heat mats, and then we had them under grow lights to bring them on a little bit. And that's worked out really well. We've got some very healthy looking pepper plants here. And I've left these in this greenhouse for the last 3 days, because we have been bringing them out and giving them half an hour to an hour in shaded sun to harden these plants off. So for the last few days they've been in this greenhouse all day and all night, because they're now fully hardened off. We just do that for about a week, and then your plants are used to outdoor climate, so you can leave them out. Obviously if there's a frost you need to take them back in, because they'll not survive a frost. This one is our container of tomato plants, and again they're coming on really well. And we've now got true leaves on some of these plants. And that's the potato plant, which has now come out and it's started to produce its first leaves. So that's on its way. And then we've got a couple of little pots with things in ready to prick out and move on. So you can see for so early in the year, we've got quite a lot on go. And the main thing is, very early in the year, is to get those peppers started. That's usually the main concern right at the beginning of the year, because they need a long growing season and they can take quite a while to germinate as well. Plus they have to be grown indoors because they can't stand cold. So because we've done that, we've now got some nice established good sized pepper plants, as tomatoes are on the way and looking healthy, and they grow quite quick once they get started. But we've also got that succession sowing of salads, which we need to keep doing every fortnight. And then that bench will never run out of fresh homegrown salad, so we'll never have to buy any all year long. So once we get into April, we're going to be sowing even more seeds, so these 2 benches are going to be full. and then it should start getting warm enough for you to plant things outside as well. But always keep your fleece handy, because we can drop down to -4 and -5 during April. So as long as you've got that fleece handy, we've still got some under the bench. You're not going to lose a single plant, but you're steadily going to build up a collection of healthy, homegrown plants. So far, so good. We've got things come next month that are all going to want potting on. Apart from the salad and onion containers, they'll stay exactly where they are, because that's what we grow them in all year. But everything else will gradually be put in larger and larger pots until we've got them in the size container that we want, until it's ready for harvest time. Meanwhile, we'll be sowing all those other seeds as we go through next few weeks. If you want to see what we're going to be doing over the next few weeks, now we're actually in spring, please hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy your Sunday.